Hi everyone and welcome in this workshop. I'm Clement, brand manager for RTP Apparel, RTP being the acronym of Ready to Print. Our brand is a totally unique concept for direct-to-garment market. It's not just a product that we are providing, but also a service to the printers. In this video, we are going to explain you why RTP Apparel is a game-changing brand for your business. So today we are going to make a printing demonstration using the Brother GTX. We'll show you how it works. Our technology is not suitable for wet-on-wet printing technique, but this will work on any other printers like Eun, Ricoh, Epson, Roland, DTG, MNR, to name a few. So how to introduce RTP Apparel? Well, we have a very simple and self-explaining tagline, which is pick, print, and cure. So let's just follow these steps and see what happens. I'm going to pick a shirt from a poly bag. I will set it to the platen. Then I'm going to press the button and go for print. So here we have a lot of details, nice whiteness, vibrant colors. And now we go for curing. And that's it. So you'll notice that there is no mention of the pretreatment step. Yes, you can get rid of this, the magic to the workshop. We are the first and only brand providing ready-to-print shirt in the market. This is the fruit of a very long study involving yarn development, chemistry, interaction with multiple laboratories, and a lot of field tests. And we came up with our own formulation, and that's the trick. It provides us an unparalleled asset. Current pretreatment in the market cannot be applied on the garment or on the accessory and then stock. You need to print within 48 hours if you want to maintain good washability. But in the case of RTP Apparel, our chemistry is totally different and it is stable in the time. We have sampled shirts 4 years before the last Vespa, which occurred in Germany, and we printed these shirts during the show and the result was perfect. So some people are asking, is there any shelf life to RTP Apparel shirt? And our reply is no, you can stock. But of course, some common sense guidelines are good to remind. The stocking environment has to be clean, whether it is for RTP Apparel shirt or for some other shirts. If dust comes in contact with the printed area, there is a chance that the printing performance will not be good. So for that reason, we recommend you to keep the shirts in the poly bag as long as possible. And we're also folding the shirt on their front side so that we can sort of prevent dust coming in contact with the front face, which is the most printed area in the DTG market. That's also the reason why we are selling poly bag wise. We want to avoid that the man-to-man manipulation on the shirts, staining, dust coming during the order preparation. So for that reason, we are selling poly bag wise. If light comes in contact with the t-shirt for a long time, there is a chance that the printability might be altered. So for that reason, it is preferable to keep the shirts in the poly bag and the poly bag in the carton closed so that there is no sunlight or artificial light that will damage the t-shirt. Temperature will generate some condensation on the poly bag if it is a too high temperature. And that condensation will be picked by the t-shirt. That moisture will come in the fabric, and that will not be good for your printability. And also humidity is a very crucial parameter for DTG printing, as the humidity will help the print head to go for low maintenance during the printing. So this humidity is favorable for the machine, but it is not for the t-shirt. So there is one easy trick to kick out the moisture coming from the humidity or coming from the condensation. That is pre-press 3 to 5 seconds the t-shirt and then go for print. So here we have a branded t-shirt from the market with an in-house pre-treatment done. And what you can see is that there is a white mask, what we call the boxing effect, which is really not attractive. And plus the hand fanning is not good. It's a little bit stiff. little bit cartoon effect. Now I'm picking the same t-shirt, but an RTP Apparel one, and what you can see is that there is no boxing effect. Plus the hand feeling is really good. There is an enzyme, so there is no hairiness. Everything is smooth and good. You will never have any interaction between the chemical and the color, the dyes from the fabric, such as here, where you can see there are clear marks, even back sides. And this is an example of a printed shirt printed on RTP Apparel. What you can see is that it is just perfect. We have the black, whether it's on white, French navy, and heather gray. So I'm not saying that in the market everyone is not printing correctly, but the point is that to maintain this consistency in the quality, it takes a lot of energy, resources. So rather than that, just use the RTP Apparel shirt and get rid of the quality adjustment or losses. Another consideration is the interaction between the pretreatment and the fabric dyes. Imagine you are a printer. You are printing every day that style, this color, and you have everything that is working well. And suddenly, something is coming totally different. So you're thinking, okay, did I mess with my mixing ratio? Is there any issue with my printing head? Is there any issue with my curing system, my tunnel or my heat press? All these questions, you don't know exactly what is going wrong. With RTP Apparel, you have the guarantee of getting right quality, no carton effect, good hand feeling, consistency, no boxing effect, no discoloration. That's RTP Apparel. So for printability, I would like to show you what is the result of the GTX calibration print, the highlight and checks. So now let's see what we have. So we have printed this highlight and check calibration print. Also we did the mask. And what I can see here is that we have a great whiteness that is starting from the highlight 3. It is perfect starting from 4. 4, 5, 6 are just wonderful. If you go higher than that, then there is a sort of bleeding, so too much white ink on the base layer. And of course, the highlight 1 and 2 are really too low level of base layer. So we have printed the mask highlight 4, and what I can see is that mask, I don't need to have too much level. So mask 1 is okay. We have vibrant colors. We don't have too much white base layer ink. And here I have the same t-shirt, which has been washed 10 times, over 10 times. That is our standard. And what you can see is that still we have the same result with the highlight 4, which is good, highlight 5, which is good also. And that's it. So we make sure that we are passing all the standards from the original equipment manufacturers. That's what we do at RTP Apparel. I would like to show you some other examples of washed and unwashed prints here on the RTP heather gray tone. And again, what you can see is that after 10 washes, we have something really great. So this is the guarantee that you can get with RTP Apparel. Washability, printability, all perfect. So now, what can RTP do for your business? So if you don't have to pre-treat, you are gaining time, you are gaining energy, attention, focus in team, resources, future projects. Let's consider the time that you need to pre-treat 50 pieces. 50 pieces. You need to weight the fabric, you need to preset your machine, you need to lay the t-shirts, you need to adjust maybe the surface. Maybe you will use a roller painter to flatten the surface. You need to press to dry the pretreatment 1 time, even 2 times, sometimes 40 seconds each time. So that's a lot of steps. It's a multi-layer process, and when you think about what is the process of printing, it's just a press button. Once you get the knowledge on how to print, you press the button and you're done. Whereas for the pretreatment, that is so many steps, so many losses, potential losses. So that's the reason why using the RTP Apparel shirt would be much easier for you. Another consideration that we can mention is that you can use our t-shirt and print in shop. Most people print in shop, but only print on white t-shirt because they don't have to handle the pretreatment. But in our case, since the t-shirt is already pre-treated, you can print also colors in shops, and that's a game-changing thing also for the printer. So that's the magic to the workshop. You can stock, you have stunning qualities, you are gaining time, you're reducing the steps and improve your production environment. RTP Apparel is not only about technology on the garment. We are also taking care on how we develop our collection for DTG printers. This collection is strictly compliant with the Ocotex standard, and we are selecting fine quality and sustainable materials such as organic cotton. We are glad to be pioneers as we are the first and only organic pretreated t-shirt in the market. Our current collection is focused on t-shirts. We are working on 3 different fabric weights, 145, 155 and 185 grams per square meter. Everything is available in men, women and kids. Our t-shirts are round neck taped. They have good sleeve shape, good armhole fitting. Also, we're using premium quality enzyme so that it leaves minimum hairiness on the fabric surface. That will be good for your print. Also, we're taking care of the knitting structure to get the right stretch and recovery, and of course, the washability. And for all the measurement specifications, I would like to encourage you to check out our website, rtpapparel.fr. Brand and care label are tier away. You, as a printer, you can rebrand the t-shirt. The size label is centered in the t-shirt so that it will be easier to adjust on the machine and get the symmetry. The size label is small enough so that you can print below your client's logo. And there is one red dot, which means that there is already the pretreatment on the front side. So in terms of inventory, there will be no mixing. Our 145 grams per square meter t-shirt is named Tempo 145. Men's t-shirt is tubular. Women and kids are side seam. This is the lowest fabric weight that we can offer for DTG market if we want to maintain the ink on the fabric surface and avoid that ink goes and stain your platen. This is the best quality ratio that we can offer. So when a client is asking a very, very tight price, but a good and important quality, then the Tempo 145 is suitable. This t-shirt also exists in 185 grams per square meter. So this is strictly the same, only fabric weight is higher. And that is our best seller for North and Central Europe markets. Then we have the Cosmic 155, which is 155 grams per square meter. Men, women, and kids are side seam, and we are only using long staple cotton fiber quality so that you have the right hand filling, and we have also superior washability, something that is fit for the retail market. Regarding color availability, we have started with 4 colors, which is 80% of the market demand for t-shirts. So we have optical white, we have a deep black, French navy, and we have a cotton viscose blend, which is heather gray. The advantage of the optical white and of the deep black is that when you print on these t-shirts, on these colors, you will have a big contrast. White is has a pinch of blue, so that when you print black colors, you have huge contrast. And same for the deep black. When you print the white visual, white artwork, then you will have a big contrast with the ground color. When we have developed these colors, we made sure that it will look good either under the daylight or under artificial light. No metamerism, it will look good. Being an active Fairway member, we are taking care of how we are producing our t-shirts. We have skilled people and we are very proud of that. We try to bring positive impact for the people, for the communities, and for their local environment. I would like to share with you our experience while reviewing the 5 most frequently asked questions about RTP Apparel. What are the settings for the heat press, tunnel dryer, and printer? Well, It is something very simple. You just have to stick to the original equipment manufacturer's recommendation, especially for the inks and for the curing system. In our case today, we're printing on the GTX from Brother. So what I did is I just shake the inks early in the morning, shake the white inks. Then I did my print alignment test. Since I don't have to pre-treat, I have directly printed the t-shirt here. For curing, I'm using today the heat press. So the setting is 180 degrees, 35 seconds. This is what I'm using for the colors. When it comes to white and heather gray, my recommendation is to reduce a little bit the temperature, as white and heather gray, it is bleached cotton. So overheating the cotton, the bleached cotton, might create some dull effect. So in this case, what I do is I reduce from 180 degrees to 160 degrees, but I'm increasing the timing from 35 seconds to 42 seconds. It is really similar to what you can experience with the screen printing. The second question is, where can you print? We have started 2020 European collection with front printing ability. You can print 5 cm below the collar, 5 cm above the hemming, and 3 cm from the armhole line. The idea is to maximize the printing area for every shirt. So of course, the biggest the shirt, the biggest the printing area. So now if we pick the example of the smallest size, say for example for men, you can print within 49 cm into 34 cm. For women, it will be 42 into 28, and for kids, it will be 22 into 19. So you can print front side. If you need to print front and back, 50% of the job is done. It is true that we know how to do a full pre-treated t-shirt, but there is a cost related to that, and that's the reason why we have preferred to start with the front printing. The third question is, why are we pre-treating the white t-shirts? It is true that maximum printers do not pre-treat their white t-shirt. This is very convenient in terms of productivity. It is gaining time. You don't have to deal with the pretreatment, which is really not pleasing the operators and also a cost involvement. But there is something that is positive with the pretreatment, that is the print quality. The ink will stay on top of the fabric, and thus you will have much more contrast, vibrant colors, more contrast. Here you have two examples. This t-shirt is an RTP t-shirt, and that one is a competitor t-shirt. And you can clearly see that this picture, this print is much more beautiful than that one. Remember that if you use a white pre-treated t-shirt, you have to dry this t-shirt as if it is a pre-treated t-shirt. That means you need to extend the polymerization time. Also, one thing that I can mention is that on this white pre-treated t-shirt, you can print directly the colors, or you can print white and colors, no matter. So both options will be okay. The fourth question is, you are looking for something that is not in our collection, so what can we do for you? Well, it's very simple. We can do custom-made inquiries. So you just leave us a message, you tell us about your fitting, your colors, your design, your measurements, and we can do something for you. So just leave us a message and we'll study and we'll be very happy to serve you. The fifth question is, are we selling worldwide? Yes, RTP Apparel is available worldwide. Each region has its own collection and has to deal with different specificities like regulation, sizing, or even fiber selection. But the aim of RTP Apparel will be always the same: provide the DTG printers best-in-class product. So please, if you want to discover each region collection, you go to rtpapparel.com and you'll find out everything. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please don't hesitate to leave us a message through our online inquiry form at rtpapparel.fr. Any remark, any suggestion will be welcome. We have also sample packs for you, so if you're interested, just let us know. And to finish, also please subscribe to our newsletter so that you can stay tuned with us and our next revolution. Thank you very much for your attention. Take care and see you soon.